Hey now, welcome to Freedom Sufferer Cards video number 926. I sit down, man. And today, I sit. Bam, man. All right, man. It's that time again, man. We're talking about the hockey playoff preview, man. How about that, man? 2024, man. All right, man. Round of applause for all 16 teams, man. All right, man. Thanks, Randy. Randy is fired up. We are all fired up because it is time. 82 long game season has come to an end, and 16 teams have claimed their place and their opportunity to fight and battle to earn Lord Paul Stanley's Cup, man. All right, man. I love it, man. I love it too, Randy. And we're going to get started. This is going to be very long. Very long. It is always cut in half as we go on. But expect this first video to be like an hour and a half. So if you are not a hockey fan, if you do not care about the stats, you are not a stats geek at all, I guess this video will not be for you. But if you are, put your seatbelt on, get ready for a wild ride. We're going to start with the Eastern Conference because at the moment that I'm filming this, I still do not know what is going to happen in the West. A couple of spots still up to move that you could possibly move up, move down. We don't know who Edmonton will be facing at the moment. We do not know who Dallas will be facing at the moment. One of Vegas or LA. We shall see. By the time this video is done, you will know, that's for sure. So we're going to start with the Eastern Conference. Looks like Blinkus let a little bit of debris over. He was having a bite to eat. Love it, Master Jim. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Blinkus, he just took it. He went to my shelf and took the goods. But it's all good. It's all right. It's going to be a long one. Here we go. We're going to start with the number one team in the East, and they did it in the last game of their season. The Florida Panthers. After Boston having had that top seed almost all season long, they found a way. They found a way. Some will say that they did that on purpose to get their opponent, which we will get to shortly. However, Florida kept nipping at their heels, man. And bam! First place was secured, man. 82nd game of the season, man. That's true, Randy. That was wild. And they will be going up against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who finished 4th in their division, 7th in the Eastern Conference. Whereas Florida finished 3rd in the East and 4th in the entire league, however, 1st in their division, which secured them the spot against the 7th ranked team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Interdivisional rivalry. We are talking about an interstate rivalry, man. I can't believe it, man. And how? How did Florida secure that top spot? And how are they going to bring this party to the playoffs? Well, Randy, we can say that there was a 50-goal man who tried to get 60, and he got pretty dang close. We are talking about none other than Mr. Sam Reinhart, shown here in a Parkhurst veteran card. 82 games played, 57 goals, 37 assists, and 94 points. Plus 29, I may add, with 11 game-winning goals. That is your leading point getter on the team. And their second leading point getter as a forward, we got Matthew Tkachuk. Gritty, look at this foily dang party. 80 games played, 26 goals, 62 assists for 88 points. Over a point a game. He took a step back from last year, but do not kid yourself, that is still a ridiculous season. Plus 19, 2 game-winning goals. Pretty good. And their third best forward as far as offense goes. This guy does everything. He is one of my favorite players in the league. We're talking about top 5 favorite players. Alexander Barkov, shown here in a beautiful European pre-rookie card from Liga. Outstanding. We are talking star power, two-way threat, Another little Barkov beauty, number to 25. Got this one in a group break with out-of-the-box breaks, I believe. Number to 25, relic, blue line auto jersey. And one more, this beauty. Look at this, thick crystallized signature. This is a thick card. Very, very nice. I love any chance and opportunity to showcase these beauties. 73 games played, 23 goals, 57 assists. He had an 80-point season, above a point a game again, and plus 33. We are talking about a reliable defensive, offensive forward. Chipped in with 4 game winners too. He could do it all. Mr. Carter Verhaeghe, still underappreciated. All this guy does is get points. Shown here with his ice premieres. Now with the Panthers taking on his old team. Beauty ice crystals here. Carter Verhaeghe, all he did again. 76 games played. There's another 30-goal season. 34 goals, 38 assists, 72 points, plus 17, and 7 game-winning goals. Unbelievable. And then you got Mr. 2 N's, 2 T's, couple of B's, man. Sam Bennett, man. Come on, man. He's loving throwing those body checks. Usually known as not a great regular season guy, and he turns it up in the playoffs, but this year in 69 games, 20 goals, 21 assists, 41 points, plus 17, 2 game winners. Look at this sparkly, foily dang Parkies. Sam Bennett, always a threat in the playoffs. And to round off their top 6 point-getting forwards, we got Evan Rodriguez, shown here with the Pens. 70 or 80 games played, 12 goals, 27 assists, and 39 points with 1 game winner. Pretty good, pretty good. And then on the defense. Now, some of these guys took a huge step back. Montour, for example. But they're leading defensive, offensive defensemen. Yeah, you heard that right. Gustav Forsling, 79 games played, 10 goals. That's the benchmark. That's what you want to do as an offensive defenseman. At least get 10 goals. 29 assists for 39 points, plus 56. Oh, man! He has got 1 game winner as well, plus 56. On the ice for 56 more goals than he's been on for goals against. That's just a great, great time. And Brandon Montour talked about a step back. Only played 66 games. He had 8 goals and 25 assists and 33 points, plus 1. Not known for his defensive game, but he throws the body as well. Chips in with 3 game winners. We're talking about game winners from the defensive players. That's a great sign. And you've got OEL Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who's actually had a bump up. Everyone thought he was pretty much washed up and done. 80 games played. Guy who couldn't stay healthy. 9 goals, 23 assists, 32 points, and a plus 10. Outstanding 3 game winning goals. Oh man! Damn. Kulikov, rough defenseman, but he chipped in. He only had 1 goal. 19 assists though, 20 points in 76 games. He will make life miserable for Tampa Bay. And in net. Oh, got a couple of beauties here. You got Bobrovsky. Check this one out. Beautiful facsimile auto on that plate. Look at this. European pre-NHL card. Game worn. Numbered to 200. Bobrovsky. All he did. 58 games played. 36 wins, 17 losses, and 4 overtime losses. With a goals against of .237. And a save percentage of .915. That is great. 6 shutouts as well. Look at this beauty ink here. Unbelievable, man. And you also had Stolarz, who played 27 games. I cannot find a card of his. I do have one, but with the rebuild on the way, it was a miracle I got most of these cards, to be honest. 27 games played, 16 wins, 7 losses, and 2 overtime losses, with a goals against of 2.03 and a save percentage of .925. These are sparkling numbers in the new NHL. 2 shutouts as well. Anthony Stolarz. Oh man, unbelievable, man. And then you got the game breakers. I mean, Don't forget about Mr. Aaron Ekblad. He's always dangerous, but he's always injured too. He's expected back. He's expected back for the playoffs, just in time. I would expect good things from Mr. Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Ekblad playing together. You got some experience there. Look at this Ekblad. Signature pucks. Beauty of a card. My goodness. But you got Nick Cousins. 69 games played. He is a brutal player. He is not fun to play against, and by far my least favorite player in the league right now because of what he does and what he gets away with. But he's on a game breaker for a reason. 69 games played, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points, +1. But of those 7 goals, 3 of them were game winners. Now he's going to break the game open one way or another, either by trying to break people's wills and just smash them behind the play, from behind. Doesn't matter. No rules for that guy. Dangerous man. Watch out for him. Kevin Stenlund as well. 81 games played, 11 goals, 4 assists, -10. He's got 15 points. You don't think that's great, but those 11 goals, 3 of them were game winners. Watch out for Kevin. And Anton Lundell, man. All right, man. He's got 2 game winners, man. 13 goals and 2 of them are game winners, man. Randy, settle down. Sorry, man. 78 games played, 13 goals, 22 assists, 35 points, and +19. For the young, awesome two-way player, Anton Lundell. And don't forget about Ryan Lomberg as well. 75 games played, 5 goals, 2 assists. But 2 of those 5 goals were game winners. These are the guys you got to watch out for. And on their injuries, pretty much a healthy club. Ekblad expected back, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, both of them, will be ready come playoff time. We're getting some rest as well. And how are the Tampa Bay Lightning going to beat the Florida Panthers? If they're going to beat the Florida Panthers, they're going to have to do it with the ultimate star power that they have. They're going to have to do it with their experience. Don't forget, not too long ago, this team won 2 cups in 3 years. They know how to get it done, and they've still got all of that star power there. Led by Mr. shown here in a Jukebox Heroes, Nikita Kucherov. Look at this guy. Coochie, man. 100 assists, man. Round of applause, man. Yeah, what a season. One of 2 players this year to get 100 assists. Kucherov. Along with those 100 assists, he got in 81 games played. He also got 44 goals, Randy. Unbelievable, man. That brings the total up to 144 points, but only +8 with that many points. You know the knock on Kucherov. I'm telling you, man. He's got to come back and play both ends of the ice, man. If only he would listen to you, Randy. But he's also got 6 game-winning goals out of those 44 goals. Then you got another powerhouse. Look at this, Braden Point in 81 games played. A guy who just came off of a few bad injuries. 46 goals, 44 assists, and 90 points. Both of these guys over a point a game. -16 though. The knock on him is still around, but if you're going to be -16, you better be getting game-winning goals too, and he's got 12 game-winning goals. Braden Point. What about Stammer? What did he do? Look at this foily dang party here, Randy. 79 games played, 40 goals, 41 assists, 81 points. Another guy over a point a game. Greeny is prepared. He's got his glasses on. He knows this is going to be a foily party as well. Stammer, though, he also chipped in with 6 game-winning goals. He was also -21. You see the theme here with their top forwards? You're getting that many points, and you're minus. Not good, not good. They got to clean that up come playoff time. Brandon Hagel, 82 games played. A full season for him. 26 goals, 49 assists, 75 points +1. 3 game-winning goals. Got a nice little Brandon Hagel rookie patch here. very key player to that team, and we got first name, last name here, Nick Paul. Oh man, unbelievable. He is, man. On playoff time, Randy, I'm telling you. 82 games played, though, in the season. Full season for him, 24 goals, 22 assists, 46 points, and minus 16. See the theme there. 2 game winners, though. Can this guy be a plus player? We're talking about Anthony Cirelli, 79 games played. There's another 20-goal season, 25 assists, 45 points, plus 2, 3 game-winning goals. Plus 2, though, Randy. We're getting in the right side here. Let's get to their defensemen. These guys, you want your defense to be plus players. Look at this superstar of a stud of a guy, man. Victor Hedman, 78 games played, 13 goals, 63 assists for 76 points, almost a point a game player for a defenseman, plus 18. That's more like it. 2 game-winning goals. They had a big injury to Sergachev, so Mr. Radish had to pick up his game. 82 games played, 6 goals, 27 assists, 33 points, minus 3. This is a beauty, exquisite collection. Rookies, look at the thickness here. Unbelievable stuff. Very good season for him. I just had his card. I don't know where it is, but clearly it's been shaved down. And we are talking about Perbix. You gotta shave the dang Perbix, man. 77 games played, man. 2 goals, though, man. One of those goals is a game winner, man. 22 assists. We are talking about 24 points. We are talking about Florida. If you want to win, man, you got to shave the dang Perbix, man. Shave it all the way down, man. All the way down, man. What are you talking about shaving the dang Perbix again? Every year it's the same thing. But I can't argue with you. He's an important player right now. Mikhail Sergachev, even though he only played 34 points, he was 4th in defenseman in points for them. 34 games played, 2 goals, 17 assists, and 19 points, minus 16. Got a feel for the guy who just came back from an injury, and then, I mean, he's expected back if they could make a deep run sometime in mid-May. And in goal, we are talking about ultimate star power, man. Andrei Vasilevsky. Look at him focused. Can he get back to his all-star form of how he used to dominate, pretty much win the game on his own without the goals? He just made the saves at the right time. This year, though, he's been taking a little bit of a step back in the last couple of seasons. 52 games played, 30 wins, 20 losses, 2 overtime losses, a goals against average of 2.90, and a save percentage of 900. 2 shutouts. This guy used to be a perennial Vezina candidate for goalie of the year. Those numbers aren't going to get it done anymore. But again, short memories if he turns it on in the playoffs, which you know he can do, and most of the time he does. People won't remember that regular season. And in their backup, Jonas Johansson. I do not have his card. 26 games played, 12 wins, 7 losses, and 5 overtime losses for a goals against of 3.37 and a save percentage of 890. You want to have your save percentage. I know the numbers have spiked this year because the offense has gone up, but as a goalie, you want to have your goals against under 3. That's like the bare minimum. And you got to have your save percentage at 900 or above. If you don't, it's going to be hard to win games. Their backup not getting it done. Then you got Matt Tompkins, who 6 games played, 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss. Goals against average of 3.33 and a save percentage of 892. No shutouts. Again, 2 of their 3 goalies that have played this year, goals against far above 3 and a save percentage above 9. That's not going to be good enough. So they're going to need some help. We're talking about game breakers that usually aren't your superstars. They won't be the top 6 players. Like I just mentioned with Florida, their game breakers aren't usually their top 6 players. So some of them, you can't ignore the numbers. like Mr. Essamont, 81 games played, 11 goals, 14 assists, 25 points. He had 2 game winners though, and a +7. Little bit of veteran leadership here. Tyler Mott, shown here with the Canucks, 69 games played, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points, -8. Why am I picking him? 2 game winners of those 6 goals, that's why. Watch out for Tyler Mott. And then you got Mr. Anthony Duclair. All right, man. 17 games played, 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points, +4. No game winners. But I'm picking him anyway because in the playoffs, I've seen it. He will get you a slick goal too. He's got some mitts on him. Mr. Matt Dumba. Picked up at the deadline, around the deadline, 18 games played, no goals, 2 assists, -5. But Matt Dumba, I just see him blasting it from the point. He will probably get you a game winner. I'm feeling it, man. Shown here with the Farnamy Farnhams. All right, man. And their injuries. Hayden Fleury should be back on the 21st. You got, they rested a bunch of people. Sorelli was arrested. He will be back. You got Jonas Johansson and Tyler Mott. They were day-to-day, lower body, both expected back April 21st. Glendening, Hedman, both of them as well. Little bit sick. They were day-to-day. They will definitely be ready. And then you got a couple people that will not be ready, like Logan Brown, LTIR. He's not back until September 16th. And you got Brent Seabrook. You heard that right. He's on the LTIR, expected back July 1st. That will be something. I don't expect him to come back, though. And then you got Sergachev, the aforementioned, with his leg injury. He could be back on the 15th of May. So look for that if he could somehow, if Tampa Bay could beat Florida, I would expect that. Brent Seabrook, though. Haven't heard his name in a while. I was surprised to see him on that list with an expected return date, too. In July the 1st. All right, man. Now, who's going to win? Who's my pick? My pick to win this series is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning in 7. Now, I hope I'm wrong, because I want Barkov to get a cup. But that's where I'm headed right now. I'm choosing Tampa Bay Lightning in 7 to win this series and pull off the upset. Unbelievable, man. Well, I'm going with Florida then, man. All right, Randy, you could go with Florida. I'm sticking with Tampa. All right. And now the team who had the top spot but slid down to spot number 2. We are talking about the Boston Bruins, who finished 4th in the East, but 2nd in their division, which got them the 3rd place matchup against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, wow. For all Leaf fans, this is a scary matchup. But Boston, how they got 2nd place was an absolute miracle, if you ask me. If you look at their numbers, I mean, this is a perfect example of win by committee and chipping in, playing a pretty much low-event hockey game. And they will capitalize on the mistakes you make, and they've got loads of star power still. They've got a few people that have won cups on that team still. Led by Mr. Brilliance himself, shown here in an awesome foily party synergy card. Pastrnak, 82 games played, 47 goals, fell just short of 50, 63 assists, 110 points, foily, plus 21, 5 game-winning goals. What a season, 110 points. Pastrnak turning it up. But then, their next highest scorer on defense, we are talking about a huge drop-off. 82 games played, the rep, man. Star power, man. 29 goals, though, just short of 30, 38 assists, and 67 points in 82 games. Huge step back. Plus 2, 6 game-winning goals, though. Brad Marchand in the playoffs, regular season, it doesn't matter. He's a tough dude to play against. expect him to turn it up. Sort of like Mr. Charlie Coyle, man. Coyle, man. Unbelievable, man. What a year he had, Randy. 82 games played, 25 goals, 35 assists, 60 points. See the drop-off from 110 to 67, and then to 60 as their top three forwards. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to see Boston with not much offense. But again, they were good enough that it was the last game of the season that took away their division lead. But he also had 5 game-winning goals there. And then, of course, Pavel Zacha, another one who had to turn up the game with no Bergeron and Krejci. 78 games played, 21 goals, 38 assists, 59 points, plus 12. This is a great season for Pavel Zacha and 6 game-winning goals. Unbelievable stuff there. And then Trent Frederick, I don't have his card actually. I know I have it somewhere, but he had an 82 games played. This guy's a tough dude, but he chipped in with 18 goals, 22 assists, and 40 points. He drops the mitts often. Plus 9, 1 game-winning goal. That's what you want from your tough guy. That's just an outstanding year for him. Then you got Jake DeBrusk, son of Louis DeBrusk, the former Edmonton Oiler. Great. Oh, great! That's a stretch, man. Well, former Edmonton Oiler tough guy, how about that? I like it, man. All right, man. 80 games played, 19 goals, 21 assists, and 40 points. You want a little more from him for your secondary scoring. Plus 4, but 3 game-winning goals. And on defense, Charlie McAvoy. What used to be an absolutely stacked defensive team, they're still, do not get me wrong, they are still extremely tough, extremely talented, led by Mr. Charlie McAvoy. The lunchbox type of defense, lunchbox legends. No more Zdeno big man, Chara, man. But you got quick defensemen, you got excellent puck-moving defensemen, you got people like Hampus Lindholm. 73 games played, only 3 goals, but 23 assists, 26 points, and a plus 18. Nice bounce-back year for him. Former Anaheim Duck, he's loving his life there in Boston, just like Kevin Shattenkirk, also loving his life in Boston. Happy to be away from the Deuce show that's going on in Anaheim. 61 games played, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points, minus 2, 0 game-winning goals, just like Lindholm. And then Brandon Carlo, another one of those great, gifted defensemen. 76 games played, not the best year though. 4 goals, 10 assists, and 14 points, plus 23, solid defensively. 1 game winner though. Only 4 game-winning goals from their defensemen, from their top 4 defensemen. But their last line of defense, we are talking about goaltending. We are talking about Jeremy Swayman, beauty young guns right here. He had no goalie controversy this year. 44 games played, split almost evenly with Linus Ullmark. 25 wins, 10 losses, 8 overtime losses, a save percentage of .916, which is brilliant, and a goals against average of 2.53. 3 shutouts. They're a nice, oily beauty of an insert that should not have been in a retail product, as it is a hobby insert. Outstanding. But you also got Linus Ullmark, who pretty much vetoed the trade out of Boston. They tried to get rid of him this year. But Swayman loves Linus. They are good friends. We are talking about great friends, man. And he stayed. He did not waive his no trade. So you got as your backup goalie, Stanley Cup winning, former Vezina Trophy winning, Linus Ullmark as your backup. 40 games played, 22 wins, 10 losses, 7 overtime losses, 2.58 goals against, and a save percentage of .915, 2 shutouts. Unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. They've definitely got the edge in net over Toronto. And for game breakers, this is the thing. You got the guys with their points getting cut in half in some of these cases. That's the thing, man. So you need a secondary scoring, man. Danton Heinen, man. That is a game-breaker pick. 74 games played, 17 goals, 19 assists, 36 points, plus 16, 4 game-winning goals. Picking him as a game-breaker. Picking former Leaf and former Philadelphia Flyer JVR as a game-breaker. 71 games played, only 11 goals, 27 assists, 38 points. But 3 of those 11 goals were game winners. Also a plus 7. Good to see JVR on the plus side of things. And given a chance and a new life in Boston, Morgan Geekie, I'm choosing him as a game breaker. Pretty good season. 76 games played, 17 goals, 22 assists, and 39 points. Plus 6, 1 game winner. We got the injuries. Not too much, pretty healthy team. I mean, other than Matthew Cortes and Derek Forbert, who are both LTIR gone till September, everyone else should be ready. Brandon Carlo was day-to-day, expected back April 20th. You got Justin Brazeau coming back, upper body day-to-day, 22nd as well. And then you got Lucic, who had his ankle. Yes, we're still talking about Mr. Lucic, the big man, who has sort of been passed into a dark shadow by acts of his own doing. Could be coming back to make the Leafs' life miserable. Little extra bruising never hurts in the playoffs, because he's expected back on the 22nd of April. If they use him, who knows? Who knows, man? So that's your Boston Bruins. Going up against the Bruins, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs. My team. It's going to be very hard. Very, very, very hard to beat the Boston Bruins. But if they're going to do it, as everyone can possibly guess, it's going to start with their big men, their big dogs. We are talking about, first and foremost, a guy who had an amazing season, clearly won the goals, the Rocket Richard Trophy. Clear. We're talking about clear-cut type of clear. Phenom's ultimate star power, man. Pepe, all right. He had 81 games played. Fresh off of wrist surgery, I may add, Randy. And he played through horrible flus, played through being banged up, and yet managed to get the highest goal-scoring season in 30 years. 81 games played. Beauty, graded 10. Austin Matthews. Young Guns, which I pulled myself. 81 games played, 69 goals, 38 assists, 107 points. Oh man, give me a break, man. 69ing downtown, man. Downtown Toronto, Randy. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about too, Randy. Downtown, we got ourselves a 69 goal scorer, 38 assists, 107 points, plus 31, 8 game-winning goals. 1 goal shy of 70. They tried everything to get him 70 goals. He had loads of shots, beautiful moves. He had posts. Randy, he had 21 posts this season alone. Think about that for a second. If half of those posts went in, if half of them went in, he would have had 79 goals. If all of them went in, he would have 89 goals. Do you understand what kind of a year we're talking about? Austin Matthews was also, as I mentioned, plus 31, led all forwards in shot blocks. He is top 3 in most defensive categories as a forward. Hardly a one-dimensional player. Outstanding year for Pappy. And then you got Willie Nylander. Fell just short of 100 points. He had 98 points. What a year. After he signed his big deal, I mean, he was going on a tear. Top 3 points all year long until he signed his big deal. Dropped off a bit, then turned it up and sort of fizzled out at the end of the year. But 98 points, 40 goals, a full 82-game season, 58 assists, plus 1. Come on there, Willie, man. He's plus, but come on, man. Come on, man. Beautiful rookie here. 7 game-winning goals, though. Amazing. Willie Styles just... Can he turn up those styles? Look at that 10, Randy. Can he turn it up in the playoffs? He had a pretty good playoff last year. But we shall see. And Mr. Mitch Marner, the wizard, man. Beautiful card there, man. Thanks, Randy. 69 games played. He got hurt, Mitch. He got hurt. You would think 69 games played, oh, he didn't get many points then. Well, he was still on pace to a 100-point season because that's what this guy does. 26 goals, 59 assists. He had 85 points. He still had 85 points, playing only 69 games plus 21, 2 game-winning goals. We are talking about a very polarizing player who gets no love, does not get enough respect. The amounts of responsibility that Mitch Marner has on this team, everything from penalty killing, he plays defense sometimes when there's injuries. Give me a break. Mitch Marner is an important, extremely important part of this Leaf team, and I hope that the haters and Leaf fans alike, it's hard to tell the difference sometimes between them. I hope they understand how special this team is. Enjoy it while you can. What a year. And you got from there, look at this, beautiful, another slab, Farnham deer. Mitch Marner, unbelievable. You got their captain. Captain! Nice rookie here. It's just been a rookie party here, Randy. I love it, man. Doing here with the Islanders, John Tavares. After going nearly 15 games without a point, that's a long time. He ended up turning it up and finished the season in 80 games played, 29 goals, just short of yet another 30-goal year, 36 assists, 65 points. Pretty close, 15 points away from a point a game. That is far under his pace, but still, he had a great second half of the year, post-All-Star break. +2, 6 game-winning goals. You gotta love your captain. John Tavares got it done against Tampa, moving the Leafs ahead to the next round. He's going to be integral in these playoffs. And another added piece, I mean, the Leafs added a lot of grit because they got pushed around against Florida and they wanted to add all kinds of pieces. One of these pieces could also chip in offensively. Max Domi, shown here with the rival Habitant. 80 games played, 9 goals. That's not great, but he's not really known for putting the puck in the net. 38 assists, 47 points, and he turned it up in the second half of the year. It took him quite a long time to fit into the Leafs there. +10 for a guy who's not known for playing well defensively as a forward. +10, 118 penalty minutes. That sounds familiar. From Father Domi, who used to get 100 penalty minutes on the regular. 1 game-winning goal, but Max Domi has found a place on the top line with Pappy, Austin Matthews. They look great together. That allows them to spread out that depth where you got JT possibly on line 3. You got Marner and Willie together. It's just a great situation when they could spread out the love like that. And another guy who turned it up in the second half of the year after starting real cold. Almost too cold to hold, man. Now it's too hot to handle. How about that, man? I gotta agree with you, Randy. 80 games played. He somehow finished with a 20-goal season anyway after starting like 2 goals, 3 goals in the first half. What was it? It was ridiculous. A little bit of an exaggeration there, but not by much. 21 goals, 22 assists, 43 points, +2 and 2 game-winning goals. Tyler Bertuzzi has been creeping into his playoff form. He is integral. Last year in playoffs, he had 10 points in 7 games with the Boston Bruins in a losing effort, but great addition. And Domi and Bertuzzi were not added for their regular season points. Do not forget that. So to have some anyway, chip in offensively, 20-goal season, and Domi finding a spot on that top line, that is a beautiful bonus that I'll take any day. And on defense, what a year. Morgan Rielly, year after year, captain steady here, assistant captain. We've got 72 games played. Would have probably been a full season had he not have been suspended for taking out Ridley Gregg there. Ridley Gregg found out after that incident. After what Morgan Rielly did, the Leafs went on a tear. And for that month, we're the best team in the league. Unstoppable. 7 goals, 51 assists, 58 points, though. That's a great year. +7. No game-winning goals, but Morgan Rielly does it all. Nice 2-colored patch here. Pre-rookie here. Game-used jersey. Just artifact remnants. He is an artifact. He's been on the Leafs for a long time and given it all. Given it his all. Then you got Mr. Jake McCabe. A lot of grit here. 73 games played, 8 goals, 20 assists. You love to see that from just a defensive defenseman. 28 points, +20, 3 game-winning goals, and he hits really hard. He drops the gloves, he takes pucks to the face, and comes back tough as nails. Jake McCabe is going to make life miserable for the Boston Bruins when they come in to that zone. And then, of course, you got TJ Brodie. Very polarizing this year. A lot of fans gave him a hard time. 78 games played, 1 goal, which he happened to get at the last game of the season. 25 assists, 26 points, +17. For a guy that's... You would think he's like -70 for what you hear and what you read in the media about this guy. +17. Are you hearing that, fans? He's on the ice for 17 more goals and goals against. How about you cut the man some slack? And with that veteran leadership comes the youth. Timothy Liljegren. Beautiful. We were talking about Greeny's guy. Loves Timothy. Look at this rookie autograph and look at this patch. Just Timothy Liljegren has been taking steps. He was looking great until he got slew-footed by Brad Marchand. Then he came back and he was looking great until he got boarded by Volino. Bad luck this year. Will they make Brad Marchand pay? Will he make them pay with his slick puck handling and skating? He had 55 games played, 3 goals, 20 assists, 23 points, +3 and a game winner. Liljegren will have a very interesting playoffs, just like their last line of defense. What a year. What a year it's been. We are talking a strange one. Ilya Samsonov, I love this card. He started off unplayable. Unplayable to the point that the Leafs waived Samsonov, sent him down to the minors. Nobody picked him up. We were talking about a starting goalie who was still a restricted free agent after this year. Nobody picked him up. He went down. He cleared his mind. He came back up and was unstoppable, unbeatable. Sammy was the Sammy of old. And then came the last week of the year, where he let in 4+ goals multiple times. People are a little bit worried. Which Sammy will we get? He ended up finishing the year after having his goals against up in like 5 and his save percentage horribly low. He creeped it up close to 900 at .890, and the save percentage, you want a better save percentage than that, let's be honest. But he still got 3 shutouts, and his goals against was 3.13. Tried to get back down, but his start was just too bad to get those numbers respectable. Then you got Mr. Joseph Woll. Look at this, young guns, and look at this, same pitcher. What are you doing, Upper Deck, Milt? Unbelievable laziness there, Milt. Beauty. There you go. They have him holding the stick with the blocker here and then holding it with the glove. Joseph Woll, the kid who started again. Unbelievable. He was lights out for the Leafs. Then he got a high ankle sprain. Same thing that happened to Mitch Marner. And people thought he was going to be gone day to day. Well, it was months that he was gone. He was gone for a long time. He came back. He couldn't quite get the same flow he had before that injury. But still, he finished the year in 25 games played, 12 wins, 11 losses, and 1 overtime loss. I don't love those numbers. Goals against average of .293. At least it's under 3, but that's still high. That's not good enough. Save percentage, .907. Over 900, I like that. That's pretty good. And then you had another goalie. Martin Jones. We had Martin Jones. Remember him? Nobody claimed him as well. He went unclaimed. He was also on waivers. But what did he do? Nobody thought they would even get to use him. 22 games played, he held the fort down, 11 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime loss, goals against average of .287, under 3, and a save percentage of .902, over 9. That's what you want as your bare minimum. 2 shutouts, very tidy work there from Martin Jones. Bonus, gotta love it. Which goalie will show up? Who knows? But if they can't get it done, if they all falter, the Murr, man, he's just played his first game for the Marlies, man, and got them into the playoffs. How about that, man? How about that, man? That is true, Randy. I have visions. I have visions of Matt Murray passing the Stanley Cup on to the next Leaf, which would mean that they would have to win the Cup, which would mean they would have to beat the Boston Bruins. But not so fast. Not so fast. They're going to need some help. Going to need some help from some game breakers. First full season here, the young Matthew Nyes, 80 games played, 15 goals, 20 assists, 28 points, 25 points. But he also had a plus 20, 3 game-winning goals. Come on, man. Beauty, man. I love him, man. That's the kind of game breaker. And you got Kelly Yarncroc. Look at this. 52 games played. Horrible injuries this year. 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points, plus 16. 3 game winners, though. Very reliable. Kelly Yarncroc. I've got him as a game breaker. Noah Gregor. Look at this. Future watch. Noah Gregor. This is your perfect example of a game breaker who nobody's going to expect to do anything. You got the big dogs like Matthews and Willie and Marner and JT. And then you got someone like Noah Gregor. 63 games played, 6 goals, quietly. 6 goals. He had 12 points. Also chipped in with 6 helpers there. -7, not great, but a game winner. And if we're talking about someone who could make you pay quickly, Nick Robertson. Look at this beautiful black lustrous rookies. Love that card. Amazing. Nick Robertson. Every game but one time this year where he was benched and he came back, he scored in that game he came. The very next game, he came back, he scored. That's what he does. 56 games played, yet he had 14 goals, 13 assists, and 27 points for one of the best shooting percentages in the entire league this year. He barely played. I'm telling you, you see 56 games played. He had very few minutes in these games. 1 game winner, +4. Ruthless. I love this player. He's got ruthless abandon. He's got to settle it down a bit. But at least he was healthy. That's great. That is great. And of course, one more game breaker. Bobby McNeil. 56 games played, another 15 goals, 9 assists, 24 points, +13. This guy came out of nowhere. Bobby McMahon, former Marley, got his chance this year, legitimate chance to stick with the club, and he got himself a contract. One more dude, Pontus Holmberg. Look at this, 54 games played, quietly chipping in with 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points, +11. He is also pretty reliable. With this depth that the Leafs, not many people knew the Leafs had. 1 game winner as well. Watch out for Mr. Pontus Holmberg. All right, now. And our injuries. Well, the Murr is expected back fully in May. But as I just told you, he just played for the Marlies, so he could be available closer. Klingberg's done for the year. LTIR, he had his hip surgery. Max Domi, McCabe, Riley, Edmondson, McMahon, Yarncroc, they were all day-to-day, but expected back on the 20th and the 21st. And of course, Jake Muzzin and Ty Voigt will not be coming back. They are done. Like every year, at least with Muzzin, they are done. All right, man. Now, how are the Leafs going to beat them, Randy? Well, they got a little bit of grit there, man. have to throw in some body work, man. You got Connor a doer there, man. Little big man. All right, man. Simone Benoit, how about that, man? Shown there with his young guns, just getting it in there, man. Edmondson, the type of guy that makes your day a little extra horrible, man. That's right, Randy. They've got to throw that all in to the cauldron and come up with some kind of potion to break this curse. And who am I going to pick? Well, for the first time, I've thought long and hard about this for the first time, and I really hope I'm wrong. Yeah, you know what that means. I'm going to choose the Boston Bruins in 7 games. I really hope I'm wrong. But that's what I got for you right now. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. I'm going with Toronto, man. We're going to do this the whole time. You're going to disagree with me, Randy. Man. If you make a bad choice, then I'll disagree. How about that, man? Whatever, Randy. All right, man. Now you got the other matchups in the East. Carolina Hurricanes that were second place. Second in the entire East and third best in the entire league. They will be going up against the New York Islanders, who they turned it up. I gotta say, they were not looking like they were going to make the playoffs, and then they made that coaching change. Patrick Waugh has gotten the Islanders into the playoffs in a very tough playoff race. Will they have enough to keep on going and take out the Carolina Hurricanes? I'm not so sure about that. Let us start with the Hurricanes, though. How did they get their spot? They just had a great year, I'll tell you that much. Led off by Mr. Sebastian Aho. 78 games played, 36 goals, 53 assists, 89 points, plus 34, 10 game-winning goals. Unbelievable year. And of course, Seth Jarvis. 81 games played. The young... They say veteran, but give me a break. Veteran? Born in 2002. Unbelievable, man. 81 games played, 33 goals, 34 assists, 67 points, plus 23. Are you seeing these pluses, Randy? And 9 game-winning goals. Wow. That's people. That's big game people right there, Randy, on this team. Toivo Teravainen, 76 games played, 25 goals, 28 assists, 53 points, plus 15, 4 game-winning goals. Got Martin Nikas as well. 77 games played, 24 goals, 29 assists, 53 points. That is your first minus player on your... And the only minus player in the top 6 forwards. -9. 3 game winners, though. That's not a great year for him. I believe he led the team in points last year, so that's quite a drop-off. 53 points in 77 games. And Andrei Svechnikov, always a fun player, only played 59 games this year, 19 goals, 33 assists, 52 points, almost a point a game, plus 13. 8 of those 19 goals were game winners. Wow. And Stefan Noesen, shown here with the Sharks. He's got 8 in 81 games, 14 goals, 23 assists, 37 points, plus 21, 1 game winner. Very nice. Top 6 forwards there. And on defense, it has always been known that defense has been Carolina's strength forever. And everyone is like, one of Brady Shea's going to go Slavin or Pesci. No, none of them went. They're still there and doing their thing. 80 games played, 13 goals, 34 assists, 47 points, plus 15, 2 game winners. Brady Shea with a great year. And fear the dang beard, man! Brent Burns, 82 games played, 10 goals. That's 2 defensemen with 10 plus goals. 33 assists, 43 points, plus 19 for a guy that had a horrible reputation as a defensive player. He's just always had a great offensive touch, and he lays the body down. But let's not forget he was on a bad Sharks team. Now he's on Carolina. Plus, he's a plus player, plus 19. No game winners, surprisingly. Jacob Slavin, 81 games played, 6 goals, 31 assists, 37 points, plus 21, 1 game winner. That's his beauty right there. And then Dmitry Orlov, shown here with the Caps, 82 games played, 6 goals, 20 assists, 26 points, plus 4, 1 game winner. He was not brought in for his offense. But you gotta love it. Aforementioned Brett Pesce, the veteran, just always a force back there. And in net, well, Freddie Anderson was hurt most of the year. So you had Pyotr Kochetkov, which I do not have a card of his by me at the moment. 42 games played, 23 wins, 13 losses, 4 overtime losses. Goals against average of .233 and a save percentage of .911. Very good year. 4 shutouts. Unbelievable. Then you also had Antti Ranta stepping in. And what did he do? 24 games played, 12 wins, 7 losses, 2 overtime losses. Goals against average just under 3, 2.99, and a save percentage of .872. That is not good. 1 shutout. Spencer Martin came in. 6 games played, 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Goals against average of .263, .896 save percentage, and 1 game was played by Yaniv Peretz. 1 game played. He did not let in a goal. He didn't play the entire game, but he didn't let in a goal. He had a save percentage of 1,000. So if they need him, from what they've seen, you can't do any better than not giving up any goals. And then Freddie came back. What did Freddie do? There he is. There he is, man. And as a Leaf fan, shown here with the Leafs, I know full well what he could do when he's healthy. That's the problem, him staying healthy. But he played in 16 games, 13 wins, 2 losses, no overtime losses. That's ridiculous. When he plays, that's the thing. When he actually plays, he's great. He played 16 games, 13 wins, 2 losses, no overtime losses, a goals against average of 1.84. You heard that right. And a save percentage of .932 with 3 shutouts in only 16 games. That is ridiculous. Great numbers. You may need some secondary scoring though. We are talking about Stahl, Jordan Stahl. He had in 80 games played, 10 goals, 20 assists, 30 points, minus 14, but 3 game-winning goals. Michael Bunting was picked up. 60 games played, 13 goals, 23 assists, and 36 points, minus 15. Not very good, Mr. Bunting. But he's got a game winner, and he's greasy. Expect the greasy players to get a game winner here and there. Jalen Chatfield. This guy. 72 games played, 8 goals, 14 assists, 22 points, plus 15. Mr. Reliable. He's also got a game winner. I'm thinking that's going to continue in the playoffs. Of course, Martinuk, 82 games played, 14 goals, 18 assists, 32 points, minus 1. But he also got a game winner. And then, of course, you got their awesome pickup at the deadline. Jiggity Jake Gensel. Look at this. He's going to be dangerous in the playoffs. He's looked great since coming over. All things said, they've got no injuries right now. Everyone is well rested and ready for the playoffs. It's hard to find a more complete team than the Carolina Hurricanes, so it's going to be hard for the Islanders. If they're going to beat them, though, it's going to start with the usual suspects. It's going to start with people like Matthew Barzal, who had himself a very nice season as well. A point a game, 80 games played, 23 goals, 57 assists for 80 points. Minus 4 game-winning goals. Always dangerous with the puck. Brocky Nelson, 82 games played, 34 goals, 35 assists, 69 points, minus 5. 2 game winners. All these minuses is not good. Bo Horvat, look at this foily party here. Beauty. 81 games played, 33 goals, 35 assists, 68 points, -1. That was 6 game winners, though. That's amazing. Kyle Palmieri, 82 games played, 30 goals, 24 assists, 54 points, -16, but 5 game winning goals. So oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Unbelievable. The toy from Isha, man, your cat. All right, man. Anders Lee, 81 games played, 20 goals, 17 assists, and 37 points, +2. Also got 2 game winners there. Ended off with Jean-Gabriel Pageau. 82 games played, 11 goals, not very good. 22 assists, but he's not known as the offensive guy, so not too bad. 33 points, -8. Couple of game winners, though. And on defense, notoriously a pretty good defensive team. Noah Dobson, 79 games played, 10 goals, 60 assists for 70 points. What a year. +12, 4 game winners from a defenseman. Got Mike Riley, 59 games played, shown there with the Habs, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points, +1, also a game winner. Former Hab again, Alexander Romanov, shown here in a pre-NHL rookie in the KHL here. 81 games played, 7 goals, 15 assists, 22 points, +23. Beauty. No game winners, but when you're keeping the puck out of the net like that, that's no problem at all. And Ryan Pulock, 58 games played, 5 goals, 14 assists, 19 points, +3, and another game winner from your defenseman. Last line of defense, Ilya Sorokin, beauty, love it. 56 games played, 25 wins, 19 losses, 12 overtime losses, a goals against average above 3, which is strange. 3.01, but that save percentage at .908 shows you he's still stopping the majority of the shots that come his way. He's got 2 shutouts as well. Backup, Russian counterpart here, we got Harlamov. 28 games played, 14 wins, 8 losses, and 4 ties. Goals against average of 2.6, and a save percentage of .917. 3 shutouts. Very nice numbers from Harlamov, making it interesting. I don't think they're going to hand over the reins to Harlamov, but those are good numbers. And then they had another guy, Kenneth Appleby. Yeah, Kenneth Appleby, man. 1 game played, no wins, no loss, no ties. He came in relief. 6 goals against. That's his average anyway, and a save percentage of .750. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, man. Game breakers, though, Randy. They're going to need depth. I'm going for Simon Holmstrom. 75 games played, 15 goals, 10 assists, 25 points, +2, 3 game winners. Going with Pierre Engvall. The Gazelle, man. Unbelievable. 74 games played. 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points, +4. One of them was a game winner, but people, again, I saw it with the Leafs, people just leave Engvall open all the time. So expect him to get a couple of key goals. Casey Cizikas as well. 70 games played, 10 goals, 13 assists, only 23 points. He does have a game winner. But I'm telling you, don't worry about the regular season points. It's about the style of play these guys have, how often they're open at a time of hockey like this. Cal Clutterbuck, or making things happen on your own by just creating chaos. This guy, Mr. Clutterbuck, 82 games played, 7 goals, 12 assists. I'm happy he's still playing. 19 points, +4. No game-winning goals, but there's a time to get that done. It's in the playoffs. And then, of course, you got Mr. Josh Bailey. Expect him to get a goal as well. Big one in the playoffs. All right, now, for injuries, yeah. Everyone's expected back except for Mr. Scotty Mayfield, who's done for the year. Lower body, done until September 16th. Everyone else will be back. I mean, Anders Lee was gone for some personal reasons. He's back as well. Noah Dobson, Pajot, Barzell, Engvall, we're all rested, but they're back. And the other Sebastian Aho, Hudson Fashion, they will all be back. All right, now who is going to win this series, Randy? I'm going to pick Carolina in 5.
Oh, wow, man. I'm picking Carolina as well, man.
Oh, so you are actually not just going to pick opposite for me the whole time.
No, man. Told you when you pick right, I'll pick right, man. But you picked wrong those other 2 times, man.
All right. So, Carolina in 5. I'm sorry, Islanders fans. I mean, I'm wrong often too, so don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm saying. All right, next up, we got the Rangers going up against the Capitals. Unbelievable. Washington claiming the lowest seed in the league. Last seed in the East. What a run it was.
Round of applause, man. Detroit Red Wings and Philadelphia, they all made that. Pittsburgh, man. Washington, they made that very exciting, man.
They did, Randy. Little too close. Maybe some hearts were broken, I understand, but no shame. No shame in getting close. Next year, new possibilities. How did the Rangers? If they're getting the lowest seed in the league, that must mean that they were the top seed, and they were. First in the East and first in the entire league. New York Rangers were led. But the man, the bread man, Artemi Panarin. 120-point season, 82 games played, 49 goals. That's gotta hurt. 1 goal away from 50. 71 assists. Plus 18. 5-game winning goals. The bread man. The all-star that he is. One of my favorite players in the league, Mr. Vincent Trocheck. He plays the game the right way. 82 games played, 25 goals, 52 assists, 77 points, plus 10, 5-game winning goals. Just a great player. Chris Kreider took a little bit of a step back, but not too much. 82 games played, 39 goals, 36 assists, 75 points, plus 19. It's good to see from him. 7-game winning goals. Very nice. Mika Zibanejad, the extremely gifted, amazingly, just his passes are something to behold. 81 games played, 26 goals, 46 assists, and 72 points, plus 15. Not the greatest year for him. Plus 15, but 3-game winning goals. He's dangerous with the puck as well. And of course, look at this. This was like a crazy pull, 1 in like 400 packs. Pulled this in my SP box. SP Retail. Laffy, Alexis Lafreniere. Beautiful. SP Rookie Authentics. Now, he fell just short of his first 30-goal season. He's turning it up with more responsibility. All Laffy did this year was get, in 82 games played, a full season, 28 goals, 29 assists, 57 points. He was plus 2, 5-game winning goals. This guy's been a big game player his entire life. Do not be fooled, because he's going to get it done in the playoffs too. And surprisingly, their 6th best forward this year was Jimmy Vesey. 80 games played, 13 goals, 13 assists, 26 points, minus 4, 4-game winning goals. That depth dropped off. I mean, you go from 120 points to 77 points, and then 75, 72, 59, 26, and 20. I mean, come on. Come on, you need bigger depth than that. Some great years, though, from the top dogs. And on defense. Talking about a great year, anytime a defenseman goes over a point a game, in 72 games played, he had 73 points, 17 goals, 56 assists. Adam Fox and Cale Makar are the, I'm going to say it, clearly the 2 best young defensemen in the game right now. And I don't think it's close. 5-game winning goals. Amazing. Great stuff from Mr. Adam Fox. Eric Gustafsson, 76 games played, 6 goals, 25 assists and 31 points, plus 3 one-game winner. Keandre Miller got a nice mix there of veteran and youth on their defense. 80 games played, 8 goals, 22 assists, 30 points, plus 5 and 3 game-winning goals from your defenseman. And the big man, Jacob Trouba, always ever so dangerous. 69 games played, 3 goals, 19 assists, 22 points, minus 4. No game winners, but come on. Jake Trouba is the scariest hitter in the game. And most of the time, yeah, they're questionable whether he should have done them or delivered those hits, but they're almost always clean. That's just the way it is. Igor Shesterkin, beautiful card. Last line of defense, 55 games played, 36 wins, 17 losses, 2 overtime losses, goals against average of .258, .912 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. Unreal stuff. Talking about unreal, from the kid comes the veteran. Look at what Jonathan Quick did. Everyone thought he was done. 27 games played, 18 wins, 6 losses, and 2 overtime losses. Goals against of 2.62. Save percentage of .911 and 2 shutouts. What a bounce back year for Jonathan Quick. I don't think there's a single person upset about that. And Louis Domingue played a game. He gave up a goal. He didn't get the win. He came in relief. He also had a save percentage of .962. So that's pretty sparkling. Tidy work there. Game breaker, Willie Coyle. He's got 81 games played, 13 goals, 8 assists, 21 points, minus 3, but 2 goals. Yep. Not the game breaker you would expect, I'm sure, but take my word. Capo Caco, 61 games played, 13 goals, 6 assists, 19 points, plus 6, 2 game-winning goals. Anyone who knows anything about hockey expected much more from this guy. But playoffs, telling you there's something about the playoffs, gives you a chance to start fresh and get it done. Filipito, who's been injured, he's expected back. He had a concussion, expected back in late April. Always, you got to choose him for a game breaker. I mean, this year he had no goals in 10 games, 6 assists, but look at his past, and I choose him as a game breaker almost every year, and he does it. He gets it done. Hopefully he could stay healthy. Blake Wheeler, another guy who was on the LTIR, expected back at the end of April. If he comes back, game breaker, Blake Wheeler knows how to get it done as well. All right. Well, that is your New York Rangers. And how can the Washington Capitals, the lowest seed in the league, pull off the grand upset? Well, it's going to start with people having seasons they had no business having. Like Mr. Dylan Strome led, yep, you heard me right, led the Washington Capitals in points in 82 games, 27 goals, 40 assists, 67 points. That is not good, but good for him, of course. Great year for Dylan Strome, but when your leading point getter has 67 points in 82 games, how did they make the playoffs? Well, maybe you will see. Maybe shed some light on that. Look at this beautiful gem here. Ovi keeping it real. After having a horrible start to the year, turned it up something fierce. 79 games played, 31 goals, 34 assists, 65 points. And a very strange to see, minus 22 from Ovi. 5 game-winning goals, but everyone knows who Ovi is. Not much to say about a superstar like that. Beautiful, beautiful card. He is a beautiful player. The way he plays the game, he could make a difference. And the opposite of beauty, the ugly, we got Tom Wilson. Always been very extremely controversial in every single way. He's also an offensive juggernaut when he wants to be. He is a power forward. 74 games played, 18 goals, 17 assists, 35 points, minus 19. Look at all these minuses. Everyone in their top forwards, I believe, except for one, is a minus. Beautiful card, though. Minus 19, 3 game winners. You cannot go wrong with 3 game winners there.
All right, man.
Don't forget, Mr. Anthony Mantha. He also had a year. 56 games played, 20 goals, 14 assists, 34 points. There's your only plus player in the top 6 forwards there, Randy, as a +5. No game winners. It was time for the youth. Connor McMichael, look at this.
Dazzle me, man.
He had in 80 games played. 18 goals, just fell short of his first 20-goal season. He had 15 assists as well, 33 points, minus 20. Gotta work on that. 3 game winners, though. What do you like to see? And another rookie, another offensive. Great season for this guy. 78 games played, 6 goals. That's not what was great, but 23 helpers, 29 points. A guy playing the North American ice for the first time, minus 3, 1 game winner. Just exciting player. Look at that. Played with Dynamo. An exciting player. And then on defense, you've got Mr. Johnny Carlson, the longtime superstar. 82 games played, 52 points, 10 goals. There's that benchmark there you want to have. And 42 assists, minus 1. 5 game winners. Rasmus Sandin. Now, 68 games played. He was looking all right at times. 3 goals, 20 assists, 23 points, minus 13. 1 game-winning goal. But the thing about Rasmus Sandin is he was injured. He's done for the year, I believe. Rasmus Sandin. Yeah, he's done for the year. I used to PC him. I was a big fan. But they traded him. The Leafs traded him to Washington for what ended up being Easton Cowan. Now, you're not going to tell me that was a bad deal. Looking like a great deal now. Trevor Van Riemsdyk on defense had in 70 games played, no goals, 14 assists, minus 7. Obviously, with no goals, you have no game winners. Pretty decent year. And Farabee, I don't have his card right now. 66 games played, 3 goals, 13 assists, and 16 points for a minus 7. Now, another minus 7 on defense. That's not great, but it is what it is. In net, though, Charlie Lindgren, another guy who I did have his card, and I have no idea where it is now. 50 games played, 25 wins, 16 losses, 7 overtime losses. Goals against average of .267 and a save percentage of .911 with 6 shutouts. What a year. Talk about taking the net away. Just
Taking it, man.
you got Darcy Kemper, who was supposed to be the starter all of the way. He ended up playing 33 games, 13 wins, 14 losses, 3 overtime losses, a goals against of .331. Not very good. Save percentage of .890. Also not very good. And then Hunter Shepard. 4 games played, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. Goals against average of .318 and a save percentage of .894. They are on the wrong side of the good numbers there. You want to be under 3 and over 9 for save percentage. That's you're going to keep repeating that. And until that changes, it's too high a risk. That battle is clearly won by the Rangers in net. So you got game breakers. Who's going to break this game open? Who's going to make a difference? It's such a lopsided matchup between these two. Well, you could go with your veteran leadership here in TJ Oshie, who chipped in with 4 game-winning goals in 52 games. 4 of his 12 goals were game winners and 13 assists. I mean, come on, 25 points, 52 games, not too shabby. Sonny Milano.
Gotta spread a little bit of that sunshine, man. 49 games played, man. 15 goals, 8 assists, man. 23 points and a +4. How about that, man? 2 game winners, man. Unbelievable, man.
Randy.
Sorry, man.
Nick Dowd, 64 games played, 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points, -2, but 2 game winners. Another game breaker choice. You got this guy. He's finally come around a little bit. Hendrix Lapierre was a late draft pick for them I believe early second round or late first round. Hendrix Lapierre, 51 games played, 8 goals, 14 assists, 22 points, -1, but a game winner. These are the guys that will have a little bit of ice because you're not going to double team these guys. They're going to be open. And this guy, Patches, who came back from injury. I love this card. Such a beautiful die-cut rookie autograph, numbered 199. Patches, Max Pacioretty, 47 games played, 4 goals, 19 assists, 23 points, -14. No game winners. Why am I picking this man? Because he's a veteran and knows how to get it done. He's got a great past. He knows. He's a big game player. And he's gonna do what he can, man. How about that, man? Love it, Randy. All right. Now, who's going to win this series? I'm going to choose the New York Rangers will win. Washington will make it a little interesting. I'm saying the Rangers will win in 6.
Unbelievable, you, man. Unbelievable, man. Well, I'm picking the Rangers too, man.
All right, interesting, Randy. All right,
man.
Now it is time for the West. And the first seed, the top seed in the Western Conference, they ended up being 2nd overall in the entire league. The Dallas Stars finished 1st, and their reward is the defending Stanley Cup champions, Las Vegas Golden Knights. Unbelievable matchup. I cannot wait to watch this one. And how did the Stars secure that first spot, top spot? Well, it took pretty much all season long to do that. But with efforts from this awesome rookie here, rookie update, Jason Robertson, no longer a rookie, he is a grown man doing his thing. 82 games played, 29 goals, 51 assists, 80 points, +19, 4 game winners. That's what I'm talking about. Joe Pavelski, Mr. Consistency here. 82 games played, 27 goals, 40 assists, and 67 points, +12, 4 game-winning goals. Again, Matt Duchene, looking like the Duchene of old. 80 games played, 25 goals, 40 assists, 65 points, +15. Shown here with the Preds and a Timmy's card. 7 game-winning goals. Unbelievable. Another guy who's no longer a rookie, Wyatt Johnson. 82 games played. There's his 32nd goals of a season. 32nd goal the other day. 33 assists, 65 points, +14. 3 game-winning goals. I cannot talk well right now, but make no mistake, he is a solid player. Unbelievable. And we got Rupee Hintz. 80 games played. Another 30-goal scorer. 30 goals, 35 assists, 65 points, +26. Unreal stuff. 6 game-winning goals. Again, you look at their points, it's like nobody had a point a game on Dallas. And they went from 80 points to 67 as their first and second point getter. That's quite a big difference there. But they're a great team. People talk about them and how deep they are. Well, you're seeing, yeah, they're not loaded with superstar power right there, but they've got skills on that team. If they were on any other team, they may be getting those 90, 100-point seasons, to be honest with you. But because they love sharing the puck, we got Mr. Jamie Benn here as well. 82 games played, 21 goals, 39 assists, 60 points. He's also tough to play against. He was a +8, 3 game-winning goals. You see the theme there. Game-winning goals up and down the lineup. Miro Heiskanen, 71 games played, 9 goals, 45 assists, 54 points. He's always steady. He's rock steady, this guy. +8, 2 game-winning goals. Great player. Thomas Harley, I did have his card in my hand just a few hours ago. No idea where it is now. 79 games played, 15 goals, 32 assists, 47 points. What a year from Harley. 28, +28, and 3 game-winning goals. Amazing. That now you're starting to see the depth of this team. And then you got Esa Lindell. 82 games played, 5 goals, 21 assists, 26 points, +17. And of course, the last line of defense, well, you also got Lundqvist. I don't have his card right now with me as well. 59 games played, 2 goals, 17 assists, 19 points, plus 13. No game winners from Lindell and Lundqvist, but they are solid as it gets. Like this guy. Last line of defense, Jake Ottinger, 54 games played, 35, 14, and 4. 35 wins, 14 losses, 4 overtime ties. Goals against average of .272 and a save percentage of .905. 3 shutouts. Excellent stuff there. Scott Wedgwood, backup goaltender, 32 games played, 16 wins, 7 losses, 5 overtime ties or losses, 2.85 goals against average, and a save percentage of .899. Just under .900. No shutouts. Reliable stuff there from Mr. Wedgwood. We had a different Matt Murray, who played a game. 1 game played, he got a shutout in that game. So his save percentage is 1,000. That's beauty. That's beauty stuff right there. And then game breakers, like they're going to need them. But if they do need them, you've got Mason Marchment, prickly player as well. 81 games played, 22 goals, 31 assists, 53 points, plus 22. 3 game winners, though. Ridiculous. Tyler Seguin as a game breaker. Normally he should be in the top 6 in points, but he didn't have a complete season. He played 68 games. He had 25 goals, 27 points, 52 points actually, 27 assists, plus 10, 3 game-winning goals. Tyler Seguin would like to have a better year than that. But he's got to be a game breaker there. Evgeny Dadonov, 51 games played, 12 goals, 11 assists, 23 points, minus 6, 3 game-winning goals. Craig Smith, all of these game breakers, I'm telling you, 11 goals in 75 games, 9 assists, 20 points, plus 2 game-winning goals. Mr. Craig Smith. Sammy Steele over here. He's also had a game-winning goal in the 77 games played, 9 goals, 15 assists for 24 points. He's an even player. Expect him, Sammy Steele, to get it done as well in the playoffs.
All right, man. And maybe a couple from the point from the old man. Ryan Suter, man.
I like it, Randy. Sounds like a perfect plan with this team if they want success. But they've got Jared Roseburg, LTIR. He's gone until September. Aside from that, they have a completely clean slate, healthy team coming in to these playoffs. Unbelievable. And how are they going to handle the defending Stanley Cup champions? Yes, they were the top seed and Vegas was the lowest seed in the West. 3rd lowest seed in the entire league. But make no mistake, they are still the defending Stanley Cup champions. And how can they use that experience to topple Dallas?
To take them down, man? Well, it would probably start with Jonathan Marchessault, man.
81 games played, Randy. 42 goals, Randy. 27 assists and 69 points, Randy.
I love it, Randy, man. All right, man, he's an even player. He's got 5 game-winning goals, man. Come on, man.
Love it, Randy. Here we go, Jack Eichel as well. Former top pick. Look at this, 62 games played, 30 goals, 37 assists, 67 points. Over a point a game, plus 6, 7 game-winning goals. With that kind of play, you could activate that big head mojo, man.
1-1 from For the Dang Pulls. Look at this, man.
Yeah, it is time to activate that big head. Let that ego take him to the next level, Randy. William Karlsson, Boily. 69 games played. All kinds of 69s, Randy.
69 and all day long, man. Randy, come on, man. Don't tell me what to say, man. It's good right now, man.
Sure, Randy. William Karlsson, 69 games played, 30 goals, 29 assists, 59 points, plus 16. 2 game winners. And this guy, a guy who people love to give a hard time to, let me tell you, he had a lacerated spleen. His injuries are actually pretty legitimate. I've looked into it. I want to believe that Las Vegas has this shady business, but with Stone, It is not shady. Tell me you could go lacerate your spleen and tell me you'll even go into work. Come on.
Come on, man. Unbelievable. Look at this patch. What a beauty, man.
Yep. That's not to say that Vegas doesn't cheat under the cap, but with Stone, yeah, his salary's big. But come on, that's a legitimate injury, is it not?
Yeah, it is, man.
Unbelievable stuff, Randy. But Mr. Stone only played 56 games. He had 16 goals, 37 assists, 53 points, +1. But he also contributed 5 game-winning goals. Chandler Stevenson, 75 games played, 16 goals, 35 assists, 51 points, -9, not very good, but 4 game winners. And we got, do you hear that, man?
Barbashev, man.
Ivan Barbashev, one of my favorite players in the game as well, who plays the game the right way, always near the top, if not the top, of body checks from forwards. Barbashev, 81 games played. He still chipped in with 19 goals, 26 assists, and 45 points, +17. Very reliable, and 3 game-winning goals. This guy plays both ends of the ice like a pro. And on defense, talk about pro. He only played 46 games played, but he is such a great defenseman in every way. 5 goals, 36 assists, 41 points in 46 games, almost a point a game, +8, 2 game winners. He does it all. Alex Pietrangelo.
Oh man, lumberjack in his way, man.
Look at him, 64 games played, 4 goals, 29 assists for 33 points, -5, and 2 game winners. Braden McNabb, 81 games played, 4 goals, 22 assists, 26 points, +19. No game winners there, and Alec Martinez rounding it out. 54 games played, all kinds of injuries on defense aside from McNabb. 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points, -1. No game winners there as well. Last line of defense. We had Logan Thompson, who put together a solid year, 46 games played, 25 wins, 14 losses, 5 overtime losses. We had a goals against average of .270 and save percentage of .908 with 1 shutout. Solid stuff. Aiden Hill, last year's big-time hero, 34 games played, 19 wins, 11 losses, 2 overtime losses, and he's got 2.7 goals against as well, and a save percentage of .910. 2 shutouts. Solid goaltending there. And then you had Jiri Patera.
Ken Patera's great-grandfather, man.
Well, possibly. 6 games played, 1 win, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss, a goals against average of 3.97, a save percentage of 893.
He's nowhere near as good as Ken, man.
No, he's not, but look, he's trying. He's in the big show, Randy. Game breakers now. Nicholas Roy, 69 games played, 13 goals, 28 assists, 41 points, +8, 2 game winners. Mr. Roy, as a game breaker. I chose him as a game breaker last year, and you saw why. If you did not, let me remind you, this guy is a big game player as well. 72 games played, 14 goals, 13 assists, 27 points, +4. Michael Amadio with 2 game winners as well. Don't forget about Kolasar. He's got a couple of game winners in 78 games played. 2 of his 8 goals were game winners. And of course, Zach Whitecloud. Yeah, he doesn't get too much offense. 60 games played, only 2 goals. Half of those goals.
Half of them, man. Come on, man. 1 of them, man.
Well, it is half. Half of his goals, Randy, were game-winning goals. 1 of the 2 goals, game winner. 12 assists as well. Zach Whitecloud. Those point shots in the playoffs go in more than they do in the regular season. Watch out for them. And a pickup. Noah Hannafin. Just trying to get his feet planted on that Vegas ice, man. 19 games played, 2 goals, 10 assists for 12 points in 19 games, 1 game winner and a +6. Expect Noah Hannafin to use his skating and his puck handling and get a couple of goals. Big time goals, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, man.
Injuries. You would think They're all coming off with Vegas, right? Well, correct. Stone is back. Carrier is back. Hannafin, Stevenson, Pietrangelo, they were all rested. They'll also be back. Who's going to win this series? This is a really tough one for me. I'm going to say... I'm going to pick a crazy upset right now. Las Vegas is going to win this in 7.
Oh, wow, man. I'm not going with you there, man. Dallas is winning it, man. Come on, man.
All right, Randy. No need to get angry. Just saying. It could happen for either team.
Yeah, it can, man. That's a tough one to call, man.
I don't look at that 1 versus 8 and get, oh, well, they're the top seed. So-and-so won the President's Trophy. Yeah, and how many times has a President's Trophy team actually won the cup? How many times? What's the percentage? Not many, Randy.
Man. What are you saying, man? Regular season means nothing, man?
I'm saying it means something. You got to get to the show, but it doesn't mean everything.
Man. All right, means something doesn't mean everything type of thing. All right, man.
All right, Randy. And next up, Vancouver Canucks. First in their division. They finished second in the West. They will be going up against the Nashville Predators, who got the last wild card spot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff there, Randy. That is a close matchup as well. You would think Vancouver's going to run away with it, but let me lay out the situation here, make it a little bit easier to see that it's not as easy as it looks. What a great year. Look at this black canvas. Beauty, rare hit there. JT Miller, star power, man. 103 points. What a season he had. 81 games played, 37 goals, 66 assists, plus 32, 9 game-winning goals. Petey, Elias Pettersson, started off scorching hot, still finished above a point a game, 89 points in 81 games, 34 goals, 55 assists, plus 21. Beauty, 10 game-winning goals. What a season he still put together. Brock Besser, at one time, tied with Austin Matthews in goals, and then Pappy went insane. He still finished with 40 goals. Was on pace at some point to smash in 50. But come on, 40 goals is a great season, 73 points in 81 games. He also chipped in with 33 helpers there, 23 plus 23, and 4 game winners. No shame in a 73-point season in 81 games and 40 goals. Look at this beauty canvas. Connor Garland, great year for him. 81 games played, 19 goals, 26 assists, 45 points, plus 20. 3 game winners. But a big drop-off you got from their top 3 forwards on down. 103, 89, 73 points, and then it drops all the way down to Connor Garland there with 45 points as your second-line scorer. And then Nils Höglander, pretty good season for the kid. 79 games played, 24 goals, pretty solid. 12 assists, 36 points, plus 23, and 5 game winners. Cannot go wrong there. He also had a good season from Dakota Joshua. 62 games played, 18 goals, 14 assists, 32 points, plus 19, and 5 game-winning goals there.
Unbelievable, man.
But speaking unbelievable, look at this beauty signature. Quinn Hughes on card, rookie auto, 81 games played, 17 goals, Randy. 74 assists and 91 points. Unreal. Probably going to win the Norris Trophy this year. Plus 39, 2 game-winning goals. Having a better year than Makar says something. Filip Hronek, look at this. What a year he had on defense. He had 81 games played, 5 goals, 43 assists for 48 points. As your number 2 defenseman, plus 33. No game winners, but what a good job Hronek did. The big man, Tyler Myers, who at one point seemed unmovable. Nobody wanted him. Vancouver wanted to get rid of him. Well, he had a plus 18 season, 29 points. 5 of those were goals, 24 assists, He played 76 games. No game winners, but what a year for Tyler Myers as well. And they picked up the hard-nosed, hard-hitting Zadorov, who also chipped in 53 games with 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points, plus 7 effort, and 1 game winner. Thatcher Demko, last line of defense, Randy. 50 games played, 35 wins, 13 losses, 2 overtime losses, goals against average of .244, save percentage of .918, 5 shutouts. That is some excellent goaltending. Casey DeSmith, do not have with me at the moment. 29 games played, 12 wins, 9 losses, 6 overtime losses, and goals against average of .289, a save percentage of .895, not great, and a shutout, not too bad. And then, of course, your Latvian hero, Arturs Silovs. 4 games played, 3 wins, 0 losses, 1 overtime loss, goals against average of .247, and a save percentage of .881. That's not great. But those other numbers were pretty sparkling. But for game breakers, Pius Suter, finally getting some ice time. 66 games played, 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 of those were 29 points, plus 17, 3 game-winning goals. There you go. Sam Lafferty, they picked him up. 78 games played, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points, plus 6, but 3 of those 13 were game winners, and his style of play translates perfectly into the playoffs. Of course, Kuzmenko, rookie phenom. I had his card around here. I have no idea where it is now. Doesn't matter, man. 43 games played, 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points, 2 game winners there as well. Don't forget about Mr. Elias Lindholm, who was picked up from the Flames. He did not play well with them, to be honest. 25 games played, only 11 points, 5 goals, 6 assists, -6 with 1 game winner. But again, fresh start, fresh slate in the playoffs. Expect Elias Lindholm to go back to his talented ways and pot a few goals in. We got Soup. Soup is quick. He is super fast. Look at this beauty card, number to 45. Mikheyev had 11 goals in 77 games played. He also chipped in 20 assists plus 1 game winner. But his speed can create some opportunities. Expect a big goal from him. And the last game breaker I'm choosing for Vancouver, Teddy Hockey. Teddy Dangbluger, man. Couple of different ice premieres here. One number to 499 and one number to 149. Love me some Teddy Bluger. Teddy Hockey. He chipped in 67 games played, 6 goals, 22 assists, 28 points, plus 7. No game winners. But hey, we are here to take chances, and Teddy Bluger plays the game the right way. He will get himself a couple of goals. All right, Mill. Now it is time for the Nashville Predators. How are they going to counter that madness? Well, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do. But Philip Forsberg, what a year he had. 82 games played, 48 goals, just shy of 50, 46 points, or 46 assists, 94 points, plus 16, 11 game winners. What a year. Philip Forsberg, an absolute star that he is. Gustav Nyquist, 81 games played, 23 goals, 52 assists, 75 points, plus 7, 4 game-winning goals. And another one of my all-time favorites right here, Ryan O'Reilly. Beauty young gun from For the Poles. 82 games played, 26 goals, 43 assists, 69 points, plus 6, a game winner, and a bunch of won face-offs, because that's what he likes to do. Playing the game the right way, what a player. Novak, 71 games played, 18 goals, 27 assists, 45 points, -3, but a game winner. You see their points are dropping big time now, as their 4th highest point getter on the team, forward-wise, has only got 45 points. Evangelista, 80 games played, 16 goals, 23 assists, 39 points, but he's got a game winner. And Mr. Colton Sissons to round off the top 6. He had a pretty good year himself. 15 goals in 81 games played, 20 assists, 35 points, -6, but 2 game-winning goals. Let us not kid ourselves, though. The stud of the team, aside from Forsberg, is on defense. Whether you look at it being numbered 100 to 449 or 109, I've got two of these. Roman Josi, exceptional stars, acetate. Beauty that it is. 82 games played, 85 points, over a point a game for a defenseman. There's someone that is up there with the year that Quinn Hughes has. It's him. 23 goals. He's a defenseman. 62 assists. Just a great year. Ever solid and consistent that he is. Plus 12. Chipped in 5 game winners. Ryan McDonough. 74 games played. 3 goals, 29 assists, 32 points. Plus 19. 1 game winner. We got William Carrier as well, who's got 73 games played, 4 goals, 16 assists, and 20 points, plus 7. Another couple of game winners there. And Mr. Tyson Barrie, 41 games played, 1 goal, 14 assists, 15 points. The usual minus beside his stats. Minus 10, but Tyson Barrie, smooth skating, great puck handling. Cannot go wrong there. Last line of defense, UC Saros, beauty. 64 games played, 35 wins, 24 losses, 5 overtime losses, goals against average of 2.86, save percentage of a .906, and 3 shutouts. Great year. Kevin Lankinen, 24 games played, 11 wins, 6 losses, and no overtime losses. Do not have his goals against on me at the moment and save percentage. And the future goaltender, Yaroslav Askarov, 2 games played, 1 win, goals against average of 1.46, no shutouts, but a save percentage of .943. That's just great stuff. And we got game breakers. Cole Smith had 9 goals, but 4 of those 9 goals were game winners, so expect something from him. Michael McCarron, 70 games played, 12 goals. We had 22 points. 3 game winners. 3 game winners in there. Of course, Philip Tomasino, chose him last year. 41 games played, 7 goals, 13 assists for 20 points. He's a -6, but 2 game winners. Tomasino's a big-time player. And just to have a little bit of fun, I'm going to go with the old man. 18 games played, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points, -4. No game winners, but that's going to change in the playoffs because I am choosing the Nashville Predators to win in 7.
Upset after upset, man. What's going on with you this year, man?
Randy, it's hard to look at it as an upset. Nashville is a solid team and played some great hockey along the stretch.
I'm going with Vancouver, man.
Sure, Vancouver it is for you then.
All right, man. All right, man.
All right, Randy. And next up, in the West, we go to the number 2 seed Winnipeg Jets, facing, in their division anyway, number 2, facing Colorado Avalanche. 4th best in the West. But they picked up that 3rd seed in the division, setting up a crazy matchup. Very hard to call this one. We're going to start with the Winnipeg Jets. Mark Scheifele, pretty nice year, 72 points in 74 games, 25 goals, 47 assists, plus 19 4-game winners. Kyle Connor, 65 games played, 61 points, 34 goals, 27 helpers, -6, not good, but 10 game winners. Very nice. Nikolai Ehlers, love Nikolai Ehlers, he's a great player, he's a classy dude. 81 games played, 25 goals, 36 assists, he's got 61 points, plus 27 and 7 game-winning goals. Great stuff. Nemesnikov, 78 games played, 11 goals, 26 assists, 37 points, plus 17 and no game winners. But still, solid year. Cole Perfetti getting a little bit more ice time, and he's sparkling. Look at this foily party. 70 games played, 17 goals, just shy of 20, 19 assists, 36 points, plus 11. 3 game-winning goals, though. That's what you like to see from Mr. Cole Perfetti, numbered here at a 5.
Dang, 100, man.
Settle down, Randy.
Uh-huh, man. All right, man.
Adam Lowry, 81 games played, 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points, plus 17. One game winner. Very nice. On defense, another guy who put together an absolutely great year. Josh Morrissey, look at this number to 99. Great party here. 81 games played, 10 goals, 59 assists for 69 points, plus 34. 69 points. Amazing. One game winning goal. What a year. Neil Pionk, he is tough to play against. I'm not his biggest fan. 81 games played, 5 goals, 28 assists, 33 points, plus 7. One game winner. You can't argue with those numbers. He's already tough to play against, and on top of that, he's contributing. Dylan DeMello, 81 games played. 81 games played, 3 goals, 28 assists, 32 points. He's got 45, plus 45. No game winners, but plus 45 is all kinds of steady. Wow. Brendan Dillon, 77 games played, 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points, plus 20, 2 game winners. That is some tidy work on defense. And in goal, you got Doug Soytart.
Doug Soytart, man. Come on, man. You always do that every year, man.
I do, Randy. But no, it's not Doug Soytart. We got Connor Hellebuck. Beauty Artifacts numbered card. Passed the buck to a 60 games played, 37 wins, 19 losses, and 4 overtime losses. Type of season, Randy. 2.39 goals against and a save percentage of .921 and 5 shutouts. What a year. Can he possibly be up for another Vezina? Outstanding. And we got Brossois. I have one of his cards. I do not have it with me. 22 games played, 14 wins, 5 losses, 2 overtime losses. Goals against average of 2. Save percentage of .928 and 3 shutouts. Solid stuff. Game breakers time. Gabe Velarde. Only 46 games played, 21 goals, 14 assists, 35 points, plus 10, and 5 game winners. Talk about big game written all over him. Alex Iafallo, 81 games played, 11 goals, 15 assists, 26 points, plus 13, 2 game winners. Always dangerous, him. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nito Niederreiter as well. Watch out for him. 18 goals, 3 of those were game winners. What about this beauty? Inscribed, number to 25, Sean Monahan. Beauty of a player. His problem is he's always injured. But when he plays, 33 games played, 13 goals, 11 assists, 24 points in those 33 games, plus 9 and 2 game winners. Amazing. Cannot go wrong there. Tyler Toffoli. Nice pickup. 17 games played, 7 goals, 4 assists for 11 points, plus 8. 2 game winners. He also knows how to get it done. All right, man. And their injuries. Well, they are relatively healthy aside from Danny Zilkin, who's gone until September 16th. Everyone will be ready come game time. They rested Nemesnikov and Scheifele and Morrissey and Lowry and Kyle Connor and even Barron, who had a lower body injury, is expected back April 20th. So no problem there. No problem there. And they are up against the Colorado Avalanche. What a matchup. That team I just listed off there. Was that not a solid team?
That was a solid team, man.
Yeah, Randy, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing, man.
Colorado Avalanche, always dangerous. They are up. They are up against Winnipeg. That is the reward that Winnipeg gets for finishing second, is they get the third place team, which happens to be Colorado. Won a cup just a couple years ago. You know what their story is. Nathan MacKinnon. 81 games played, 138 points, 51 goals, 87 assists. Give me a break. One of the 4 people that could easily win the Hart any other season. Matthews getting 69 would have won a Hart. McDavid getting 100 assists would have got him a Hart. Kucherov got 100 assists, would have got him a Hart. McKinnon, 138 points. What a crazy year. It's tough this year. 9 game winners as well. Ridiculous. Mikko Rantanen, look at this ecliptic foily party here. 79 games played, 41 goals, 62 assists, 103 points. Two 100-point players, plus 18, 8 game-winning goals.
Oh man, unbelievable, man.
Sort of like this, Randy. Jonathan Drouin, who everyone gave up on, thought he was done, would have bounced back here. 19 goals, just a goal away from 20, 78 games played, 37 assists as well for 56 points in 78 games. What a great year for him, plus 11. Now for Colorado, your third best player getting you 56 points, third best forward, that's not great for them, but 2 game winners as well. Another guy who knows a thing about game winners, Nichushkin, 53 games played, 26 goals, 25 assists, 51 points, plus 14, but 6 game-winning goals. I usually pick him as a game winner. Look at the game breaker, look at this blank back as well. It's a special card. Lehkonen, 44 games played, quite a few injuries here. 16 goals though, 17 assists, and 33 points, plus 10. Not too shabby for Arturi Lehkonen. A couple of game winners as well. Star of the show. Let us not kid ourselves as well. Other than Nady Mack, everyone's talking about Cale Makar. 76 games played, 89 points, 21 goals, 68 assists, 89 points in 76 games. This race for the Norris is going to be tough too, to be honest. Plus 14, 1 game winner. It's unlike Cale Makar, he usually gets more than that. But here's a beautiful Cale Makar 10, Young Guns. Amazing. Devin Taves as well. Pretty good year. 49 points. 81 games played. 12 goals. 37 assists. Plus 27. 2 game winners. Another future watch there, Devin Taves. Samuel Girard. 59 games played. 3 goals. 15 assists. 18 points. He was a plus 6 and no game winners. But solid year. Josh Manson as well, 75 games played, 7 goals, 7 assists, 24 points, plus 9, no game winners, but solid defenseman. Georgiev, expected better from him, goals against average of .302 and a save percentage of .897. However, he did manage to pick up a couple of shutouts, and in 63 games played, he had a great win-loss record, 38, 18, and 5. Come on. And their backup, little Justice Annunen. He had 13 games played, 7 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie. I do not have a card of this man. Goals against average, though, of .235, making it interesting, and a save percentage of .925 with a couple of shutouts. Justice, maybe there is a little bit of justice in net there in Colorado. And Prosvetov, 11 games played, 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss. Goals against average of .316, not great. Save percentage of .895, also not great, and no shutouts. But it's a body in the net. Colorado's got a great time. As long as you usually have a decent keeper, you still have a chance to win every game. Now game breaker time. Well, game breaker, I'm going with Ryan Johansson. A lot of people have forgot about him. He picked up, in 63 games played, 13 goals, 10 assists, 23 points, but 4 game-winning goals. It's the type of player we're looking for. Miles Wood, 73 games played, 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points, -6, but a game winner. Little bit of fun here. Going with the old man again, man. Zach Parise. He did chip in with a game-winning goal in 29 games played. Only had 4 goals and 5 assists, 9 points. He was a -8, but playoffs. This guy would love a cup. And another pickup they had, Brandon Duhaime with the Farnhams. I was not happy with Minnesota getting rid of him. However, Colorado will be. He's got 1 goal, 4 assists in 17 games, +1. But he's going to get a big goal. Mark my words.
All right, man. Who's gonna win, man?
Who's going to win this one, Randy? Going with Colorado in 5.
Oh, wow, man. You haven't picked a single Canadian team, man.
Is that true? That is true. That is true. Well, in every case, I hope I'm wrong. How about that, Randy? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, man. Gabriel Landeskog, if they make a deep run, he can be back. He's day-to-day. Not day-to-day, he's still LTIR, but he's expected back in May. So that would be amazing. If they could make a deeper run to see Landeskog come back, help them possibly win another cup, that would be great. But who do you got, Randy?
I'm going with Colorado too, man.
Oh, all right. After talking trash to me, then you hit me with that one.
Man. All right, man.
Now we finish it off with the last remaining series we have here. Edmonton Oilers going up against the LA Kings. For another time, yet again. This is a tough one as well. One that I don't want to see either team lose, because I want happiness for my friends, and for the Pulls as a big LA Kings fan, I would love nothing more for him and Epiphany card collector to have a little bit of fun. Edmonton Oilers, on the other hand, we got firebox breaks, we got my twin brother. I want smiles for them too. So let's just hope we see a great series. How about that? And we're going to start it off with the team that got the higher seed, Edmonton Oilers, 5th overall in the West, but they got number 2 in their division, setting up this matchup. LA just went up from having the lowest seed to secure 3rd spot. If that was a good move to play Edmonton instead of Dallas, we shall see. We started off with Connor
McDavid, man.
Deep roots. Love it. Look at this, Randy. 76 games played. 32 goals, not too shabby. After last year's 60 goals, he decided, let's just go back to some assists here. 100 assists, 132 points. Look at this beauty rookie. Unreal. Plus 35, 5-game winners, Connor McDavid. And another 100-point player on the team. We got Leon Draisaitl. Beauty. 81 games played, 41 goals, 65 assists, 106 oily points. Plus 26, 7-game winning goals. Unreal. And we had a 50-goal scorer on the Oilers that was not Draisaitl, that was not McDavid, but it was this man at the time, sign of the times, with the Leafs, Zach Hyman, nice inscribed. At the time, with the Leafs, he was doing a great job, and people were like, oh, it's only because he's playing with Matthews, or no, it doesn't matter who Zach Hyman plays with. He is a pit bull on the loose puck. Look at this. Now he's there with the Oil. 51 goals, Hyman. 54 goals. 23 assists, 77 points, plus 36, 7-game winners. Just amazing. Great job by Zach Hyman. The Nuge. Nuggets. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 80 games played, 18 goals, 49 assists, 67 points. What a solid year. Plus 10, 3-game winners.
Oily. All right now.
Evander Kane, tough as nails, very hard to deal with. 77 games played, 24 goals, 20 assists, 44 points, minus 4, 3-game winners. Just a great playoff dude as well. Warren Fogle, their number 6 offensive forward, 81 games played, 20 goals, 21 assists, 41 points, plus 4, very reliable both ends of the ice, 2-game winners. You talk about defensemen having a great year, over a point a game type of year. You got Evan Bouchard.
Oven, man. Come on, man.
Randy, no time for this. 81 games played, 18 goals, 64 assists, 82 points in 81 games. Bouchard is their number 1 defenseman. Make no mistake about that. Not Darnell Nurse. You know, he's being paid like one. Plus 34, 7-game winning goals. True number 1 defenseman. Matthias Ekholm. What a year. He's been everything they wanted from him. 79 games played, 11 goals, 34 assists, 45 points, plus 44, 3-game winning goals. That's what I'm talking about. There's the aforementioned Darnell Nurse, who had himself a decent season. Not a $10 million season, but 80 games played, 32 points, 10 goals. That's the benchmark you want. 22 assists. He was plus this year. 2 game winners. Much better year for him. Cody Ceci, who was reborn in Edmonton, 78 games played, 5 goals, 20 assists, 25 points, plus 14 for whatever reason. No game winners. Cody Ceci has turned things around. And in net, Stuart Skinner, 58 games played, 36 wins, 15 losses, 5 overtime losses, goals against average of .257, save percentage of .907, 2 shutouts. Pretty good year. Calvin Pickard, out of nowhere, filling in the void that Campbell left when he just deuced the bed. Pickard, 22 games played, 12 wins, 7 losses, 1 overtime loss, goals against average of .248, even better than Skinner. Save percentage better than Skinner of .908, and a shutout. Solid year. The aforementioned Soupy Soup, Jack Campbell, shown there at Wasaga Beach. 5 wins, 1 loss, or 5 games played, 1 loss. Let me try this one more time. 5 games played, 1 win, 4 losses, no overtime losses, goals against average of .449, and a save percentage of .873. No shutouts. Not the greatest stat line there. Time for some game breakers though. With all that high octane offense, everyone's going to be double shifting, trying to double team their stars. That leaves it open again for Ryan McDancloud, man. 80 games played, 12 goals, 18 assists for 30 points, plus 12, 3 game winners. Ryan McLeod, he just gets it done. Adam Henry, very interesting pickup. He didn't have, admittedly, the best regular season when he came over. 21 games played, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points, 1 game winner. But this is the type of dude you want in the playoffs. Very fun player. Solid, complete player that he is. Corey Perry, another wicked pickup that they had. 37 games played, 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points, 1 game winner. He was an even player. This is a beautiful puck signings card. Corey Perry, very polarizing player who was thought to be done this year, and here he is for another shot at a cup. And of course, a guy who for most of the year didn't have any goals at all. He was one of my favorites back in the day with the Leafs. He plays the game the right way. He stuck with it, and he ended the year with 4 goals in 70 games. He should get a lot more than that, but still. 8 assists, 12 points, -7, no game winners. Look at this beauty. Black-lustrous rookies. Outstanding autograph there. Connor Brown. Expect him to have a playoffs. He's going to get more goals in the playoffs than he had all season long.
That wouldn't be that hard, man.
Doesn't matter, Randy. It's going to happen.
All right, man. All right, man.
And their injuries. Well, everyone's healthy. Kane stepped out for a bit, undisclosed injury. He's expected back. Everyone else that got rest, they're all coming back April 20th. How is that going to be countered, Randy?
It's not, man.
Well, it might, because LA has an interesting team. They really do. They are set up for success as well. They will have a great future, but they want their future to be now. You got Kevin Fiala, 81 games played, 29 goals, 44 assists, 73 points. Solid, +2, 2 game winners. Adrian Kempe, the exact same stat line point-wise, 73 points. In less games, 76 games played, 27 goals, 46 assists, +13, 3 game winners. All by committee. And look at this, the veteran, the Grizzly vet. 80 games played, 26 goals, 44 assists. He's a +11. He was a +11. Come on. 6 game winners. Outstanding year. 70 points. Wanted to go back to his glory days and help LA winning that cup. Trevor Moore, 81 games played, 30 goals. 30 goals. 25 assists, 55 points, +10, 5 game winners. With Kopitar, 6 game winners, and Moore's 5 game winners, and you got this man, Trevor Moore again, this man, who has been dazzling. He is ready. He has finally arrived. Quinton Byfield, 4 game winners, +19, That's a defensively responsible forward as well. 79 games played, 19 goals, 34 assists, 53 points. The time is now for Mr. Byfield. He wants it. And you got Philip Deneau, 77 games played, who's always brought in just for his defensive, his shadowing skills that he has. But he still chipped in with 17 goals, 27 assists, 44 points. He's getting paid the big bucks to take care of the defensive end of it, and he's just adding in a little bit of offense. Gotta love it. Plus 11. 2 game winners there too. Another guy once thought to be done. Drew Doughty. Oh, his knees are shady. He's never gonna play near a full season again.
Wrong, man.
81 games played, 15 goals, 35 assists, 50 points. This is like the Doughty of old. Plus 14, 3 game winners. Matt Roy. 80 games played, 5 goals, 20 assists, 25 points, plus 20, 1 game winner. Gavrikov. He is rough, but he also chipped in with 6 goals, 76 games played, 17 assists, 23 points, plus 8, game winner. See where I'm heading there? Jordan Spence, no game winner, but he did chip in with 23 points, 2 goals, 21 assists in 70 games played, and he was a plus player at plus 6. Last line of defense. We're almost done here. Cam Talbot, 53 games played, 26 wins, 20 losses, 6 overtime losses. Goals against average of .247, save percentage of .915, and 3 shutouts. He always had pretty good regular seasons. Big save Dave. If Talbot fails, he'll step in with a 24 games played experience there, 13 wins, 6 losses, 3 overtime losses, .215, sparkling goals against average, .921, sparkling save percentage, and 3 shutouts as well. Don't forget about Copley, who's injured, LTIR, but when he played, 8 games, 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 overtime losses. Goals against average wasn't great, .317, and his save percentage wasn't great, .870, but he still got the wins. Got a shutout as well. Very, very cool stuff here in net. And our game breakers. If there's anyone that could find some game breakers, you know, this Alexis Lafreniere, not Lafreniere. 80 games played, 12 goals, 11 assists, 23 points, minus 13, but 2 game winners. Trevor Lewis, 81 games played, 8 goals, 8 assists, but 2 of those goals were game winners, plus 8 as well. Blake Lizotte, 61 games played, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points, plus 12, 2 game winners. The future is now for this man, Brant Clark. 16 games played, only 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. Only 16 games played, only 2 goals scored, yet 50% of those, Randy, game winners.
I love it, man. Don't forget about Akil.
Oh, of course, Akil Thomas. 7 games played, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. 1 game winner already, Randy.
Unbelievable, man.
And their injuries, the aforementioned Copley is out until September, but Grunstrom is expected back. He's been in the LTIR, lower body injury, expected back in April, end of April. So relatively healthy both ways. Now who's going to win? I am picking the Edmonton Oilers.
Wow, man. First Canadian team, and I thought you hated Canada, man.
I hate Canada. I love Canada, Randy. But it's just hard to choose. Anything can happen. And I hope with all those other Canadian teams that I'm wrong across the board, especially with Toronto, Boston, but just going about how I feel today. This could all change tomorrow, and it's too late. It's aired. So, I hope you enjoyed this. For those of you that watched, have a great time watching the playoffs. Maybe let me know in the comments who you think is going to win each series, or one series, or about anything at all. I would appreciate that. Well, take good care of yourselves and take good care of those around you. Do not put anybody in the danger zone. No need for that. You wouldn't want it.
Static Master Jim. No, man.
I will see you all soon. Real soon.
Sit down.